of this kind of fish called surgeon fish. Okay, and they are going to check the behavior of the fish in relation to light intensity. Like for example, if there is more light, how the fish are going to react. If there is less light, what they are going to do. Okay, so they will observe the behavior of this kind of fish based on the different light intensities. Okay, so can you read by yourself first, and after you finish reading, can you find out the objective, the scope, the duration, okay, and also the next activity. So on page number 138, 139, okay, so also the next activity, like which lines have the objective, which lines have the scope, which lines have the background information. Okay, so two things, okay, well, three things. First you read, okay, and then you find out the objective, the scope, the duration. แล้วก็ที่สอง mark the line number as well. โอเคลองดูนะคะ
มันน่าจะอ่อนอยู่แต่เขียนไปเขียนมาอาจจะอ่อนนะ
together นะคะ alright so this reading so in here what is the background information why okay tell me what is the rationale นะคะ why they have to do this research นะคะ why they have to do this research yes why they have to do the research ที่ไหนนะ rationale อยู่ที่ไหนนะ yes first okay before we arrive at the rationale เราต้องคุยเกี่ยวกับ background information ก่อนใช่ไหมคะ so what is the background information ทีนี้ใช่ไหมคะ yes so the tropical countries they are among the world's largest exporters คืออะไรนะคะ they send that item to another country yes importer คืออะไรนะ when you bring from some other country ใช่ไหม so the tropical countries they are the largest exporters of อะไรนะ ornamental fish what is ornamental fish นะคะกินได้ไหม ornamental fish ไม่กินเนาะ it's for decoration yes okay and majority of this fish they are collected from the natural habitat คืออะไรนะ where they naturally occur เนาะbut then what is the problem this fish they cannot be produced in aquaculture that means cannot be aquaculture คืออะไรนะเหมือน fish farming ใช่ไหมคะ so fish farming or pisciculture รู้จัก pisciculture ไหมคะ pisciculture is only fish farming เรียกว่า pisciculture piscis is one zodiac sign piscis นะคะ okay but if you are farming for let's say shellfish crab prawn anything aquatic is called aquaculture ถ้า fish อย่างเดียวเรียกว่า fish pisciculture นะคะแต่อันนี้ is like it also looking at the different kind of organisms ด้วยนะคะ so it's aquaculture now this fish they cannot be breeded they cannot be farmed in artificial environment yes so we really don't know and also they cannot be produced แล้วก็ไม่ข้อมูลพอใช่ไหมคะ there is not enough information about the behavior of this fish yes and there might be many different factors which affect the behavior of the fish in the artificial environment แล้วก็background information done and that's why therefore we need to find alternative ways อันนี้เป็น rational ใช่ไหมทำไมเราต้องทำ research อย่างนี้ใช่ไหมคะ so therefore we need to look at different alternative ways to manage and harvest คือมัน farming okay so harvest these look for different ways how we can harvest this tropical reef fish okay so the goal what is the goal of the research นะคะที่เป็น aim of the research yes so the objective of this research is to investigate the behavior ใช่ไหม behavior ecology คืออะไรนะ the environment where the fish grow ใช่ไหม so the study plans to investigate the behavioral ecology of two surgeon fish two species นะคะ species that means two kinds of this fish นะคะ okay and what they want to do นะคะ both in their natural environment ใช่ไหม natural environment ที่ไหนนะอยู่ที่ Red Sea ใช่ไหมคะอยู่ที่ Northern Red Sea and in a public environment ที่เป็น artificial environment ใช่ไหมคะ okay and there they will check for different light intensity okay what is light intensity นะคะ so they will check for different brightness ใช่ไหมคะ so like low light moderate or average แล้วก็ too much light okay they will look at different light intensities okay so the study includes comparing the effect of light intensity on the feeding rate so for example เช่น if the light is very low how are the fish eating feeding คือ eating ใช่ไหม and if the light is too bright how they react what is their feeding rate เขากินเยอะไหม if it's too bright something like that okay the subjects of the study will be a total อันนี้เป็น subject ใช่ไหมคะ so subjects can be people in this case it can be fish yes So the total number of subjects are 1,000 fish, okay, 1,000 species of coral reef fish, okay. All right. Now the method used in the study will be direct observation. They will look, they will observe directly what happens in different light conditions. Yes. And in addition, the natural habitat in the northern sea reef will be used as a control in this study. Tipen constant. Okay. Now in the beginning, what will happen? The small coral patches will be selected, and then they will put to different control sites. And then next, the species, the fish, will be introduced into the two locations. In the artificial one as well as in the natural environment. And what happens thereafter, they will be exposed to different light conditions like low, normal, high. Alright? The final step, different steps, talking about different steps. Okay? The last step would be they will check the feeding rate on different lights. They will observe and they will record. And this study will take 8 weeks time. Okay? So that means แบบนี้เราต้องทำ proposal แบบนี้นะคะ Okay? So you have to include all these elements in your proposal. Okay. Now let us objective diagram. No, you got objective is chatma because it said the objective of this project is. Okay. You can also say the aim of this project is. Okay. Scope. The scope is what they will include. Right. They will compare the light intensity. They will check the feeding rate of 2 species of certain fish. Okay, and the subjects would be a total of 1,000 species of coral reef fish. And the method of observation would be direct observation. So total there are 4 steps. Right. First they will select the coral patches, then they will choose 2 species of fish, then different light intensity, and lastly they will check the behavior of the fish in different lights. Okay, the duration 8 weeks. Moving on to the next one. So these are the things that we needed to mark, right? So the background information you can find from line number 1 to line number 8, different background information. Right? Line number 8 to 10 is the rational. Okay, objective 10 to 14, scope 15 to 17, and talking about the subjects in 17 to 18, and about the method, line number 18 to 19, and duration of research 26 to 27. Now, you see sequencing words. You find sequencing words like at the beginning, next, after, and finally. So normally, where do you find this sequencing words? In a proposal, where will you use the sequencing words? Steps. ใช่ไหมคะเวลาพูดเกี่ยวกับ steps ใช่ไหมคะเช่น first some small coral patches will be selected. Second, 2 species of fish. Thirdly, 3 light intensities. Now ทีนี้นะคะ one point, okay? So when you are using the sequencing words, we'll have to pick up steps, ใช่ไหมคะ So if you use first, second, third, you go in that order, first, second, third, fourth, okay? But you cannot mix firstly, secondly, and next, thereafter. อันนี้ไม่ได้นะคะ So if you just choose one pattern, so if you're going to use like first, second, then go for third, and then fifth, sixth, and then finally ใช่ไหมคะ but if you are using the other pattern like firstly, secondly หรือ firstly then next thereafter after that okay be constant what pattern you are following don't mix the two patterns เข้าใจไหมคะ okay alright so you cannot go like thirdly and then thereafter ไม่ได้ cannot mix the two patterns okay okay now so what would be in your proposal you need to have the introduction and background which includes background information rational objectives and the scope นะคะ you need to in the methods then the next part will be the methods where you will need to talk about what method you are using นะคะ in the case of the fish research it was direct observation yes and talk about the subjects how many people or here in this case how many fish okay duration and what steps you will follow แล้วก็ conclusion now conclusion เพราะว่ายูจะทำ presentation ใช่ไหม what will include in your presentation remember we listened to Steve and Anna in the past conclusion มีอะไรบ้างนะคะ we have first announce that you have come to the end of the presentation yes แล้วก็ทำอะไรนะคะ you open the room for discussion so here we have come to the end of our presentation if you have any questions please feel free to ask ใช่ไหม so if there are any questions from the audience you try to answer the questions แล้วก็สุดท้าย thank the audience okay alright now let us look at some language expressions okay now here when you introduce the subjects of study so you use the frame the subjects of the study will be 1000 fish right or will include 1000 fish something like that okay now ทีนี้นะคะทำไมใช้ will นะคะ why not are are ก็ไม่ผิดเนาะ the subjects of the study are 1000 coral reef fish ทำไมใช้ will นะคะแค่ future ทำไม future will เป็น future tense ใช่ไหมเพราะว่าอันนี้เป็น proposal อันนี้เป็น plan เรายังไม่ได้ทำใช่ไหมคะ we haven't done the project yet yes it is our plan เป็น proposal ก็เลยเราต้องใช้ future tense นะคะ okay alright be careful about this alright next one when you introduce the method นะคะ so you can say the method used in the study will be direct observation หรือใช้ชื่อก่อน direct observation will be used in the study okay so the pattern to talk about the method you are using okay duration so you can say the period of study will be 8 weeks or you can say the study will take 8 weeks okay so this is talking about time now sequencing words at the beginning so we already looked at the sequencing words like first of all next after that and also we use passive voice how to make passive voice นะคะทำยังไงนะ what was the structure for passive voice yes normally the language in proposals we use in passive voice นะคะ so what is the pattern for passive voice be verb ใช่ไหมคะ be verb อะไรนะคะ plus verb 3 okay so like be used be selected นะคะ okay and another thing ใน passive voice เราพูดเกี่ยวกับ agent ไหมคะไม่พูดเนาะส่วนใหญ่ไม่พูดแต่บางครั้งพูดใช่ไหมคะ and when we do ใช้อะไรนะ plus by plus agent ใช่ไหมคะดูทีนี้นะคะ at the beginning small coral patches will be selected เห็นไหมคะ B be selected ใช่ไหมคะ be verb plus verb 3แล้วก็ทีนี้มีข้อมูลเกี่ยวกับ agent ไหมคะใครจะ select ไม่มีข้อมูลใช่ไหมคะแต่ก็เรารู้แล้วเป็น obvious ใช่ไหมคะ of course the person who will do the project will select ใช่ไหมคะก็เลยไม่ต้องพูดเกี่ยวกับ agent ใช่ไหมคะ yes so no we don't mention of the agent is here yes and future and the passive okay can you try and do it1 นาทีนะคะ let's do it together look at the statements 3 statements นะคะมี3ประโยคนะคะ so one is background information one is rational one is scope so can you arrange them อันไหนต้องมาก่อนนะคะ background information ต้องก่อนใช่ไหมคะ so which one is the background information A B C B ใช่ไหมคะ B is the background information it is well known that alcohol can increase background information ที่เป็นส่วนใหญ่เป็น common knowledge yes and then why this study is necessary เพราะว่า we don't know however we are not sure if different types of alcohol have different effects yes แล้วก็ it is the scope ใช่ไหมคะ therefore we need to compare so that means in this study we will compare อะไรนะคะ we will compare antioxidant chemicals that are present in different types of alcohol and the effect on blood pressure right so อันนี้เป็น scope okay so B is number 1 number 2 is C and then number 3 okay now for the next task นะคะ so here ต้องรวม A ด้วยนะคะ so in number A you have the background information rational and the scope แล้วก็ทีนี้มีข้อมูลเกี่ยวกับ subject method and you have information about the duration you have information about the steps so can you write the proposal ลองดูนะคะ please write the proposal now before you start writing the proposal นะคะ can you tell me what is the objective นะคะทีนี้เป็น objective อะไรนะคะ so look at A and B objective of this project อะไรนะคะ you have notes ใช่ไหมทีนี้มี notes yes what is the objective of this proposal ที่ไหนนะ objective ที่ไหนนะรวม A กับ B นะคะ what is the objective aim goal what is the goal of this project ที่ไหนนะ which one เขาจะดูอะไรนะคะอยากจะทำอะไรอันนี้ใช่ไหม cool the antioxidant they want to test they want to investigate they want to examine if antioxidant chemicals in red wine offset some of the weird effects on blood pressure yes okay so อันนี้เป็น topic ใช่ไหมคะ this is the topic okay so this is their objective to find out ใช่ไหม so if you have to write it as the objective ทำอะไรนะ how do we write it the objective of this project is to examine is to find out is to investigate and ทีนี้เป็น question form ใช่ไหมคะ question form right so question ด้านไหนนะคะ open question close question เป็น close question ใช่ไหมเพราะว่าอะไรนะไม่มี WH word ใช่ไหมไม่มี word where so it is a close question yes ถ้าเป็น close question สั่งประโยคยังไงนะคะ the objective of this proposal the objective of this project is to examine ต้องทำอะไรนะคะ if or whether ใช่ไหม if antioxidant chemicals in red wine and then continue แล้วก็ไม่ต้องใส่ question mark yes ต้องตามทีนี้นะคะ if you remember we looked at it in the last class นะคะ look at this one ถ้าเป็น yes no question ทำยังไง now we have to write the aim of this project หรือ the objective of the project if or whether เพราะว่า yes no question okay so study the patterns and can you write the proposal okay เขียน proposal นะคะ Okay use the information from A กับ B นะคะแล้วก็เขียน